Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to make a couple of really simple necklaces using some stuff from my stash. I think you're going to like them, so let's turn down and I'll show you what we're going to do. Now these necklaces are more or less alike, so if you want to just watch me make one and not bother with the other, that's fine. But, you know, I've got this stuff to make both here. Now what we've got is 2 pieces of 9-inch chain, a lobster claw, a large jump ring. Oh, I need a small one too. I'll have to get that out. 2 pieces of 18 gauge wire. I'm not sure exactly how long this is. I didn't check. Let's do that. I just cut what I figured was a sufficient amount. Looks like 4 inches. So 2 pieces of 4-inch wire. Some pretty, this little love, infinite love symbol. And then some pretty beads and bead caps. For the white one, instead of having red beads, we have white beads, and we also have hope, infinite hope. And I figured hope was a pretty innocent thing, and we would go for the white. So now these have a slight bow in them. I think they're actually made for bracelets. I'm not making bracelets. I'm making necklaces. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out our steel bench block and our hammer. Now I think you could use either the nylon or your metal hammer for this. All I'm doing is getting that bow out of it. So the nylon one should do that. It's pretty much out now. And we'll do the same with the hope. So there we go. Our bow is gone. So now we're going to put this stuff up. We won't need it anymore. What we will need is our beads next. So what we want to do is we can either do a hard wire onto this, or we can use jump rings. Now my original plan was to hardwire it, so we'll still do that. We'll get our wire as straight as we can get it. This is a wire straightener. I don't usually use them, but this is a small piece of wire, and I think it might work a little better than just my thumbnails. Then again, who knows, maybe not. So we will get these as straight as we can, especially for the red ones. The hearts do not like to go through a bend, so we want to get these as straight as possible for the heart. So there we go. I think those are pretty straight. So we'll put our chain up and our lobster claw and such to the side. What we want to do is work on this one piece. So we'll bend our wire over, and we're going to use the second bell, since this is going to be over the top of this. Bring her around and over, and we're going to leave a gap so that we can slide it on to our piece here. So there we go. So then we want to hold with our pliers and just wrap this side up. I was getting more than just my one that I want to trim. I think I got the other one as well, which could be nasty. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I think we'll be all right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take in one of these conforming bead caps and slide it down on here. Come on, baby, slide down. And then one of our red beads. And we're going to push that down onto the conforming cap so that it fits in there pretty good. Then we'll put one on the other side. Squish it down as well. Look pretty. Now we want our heart. And our little silver ball. Now I always use the silver ball with a little ball spacer with the heart because let's face it, it has that little groove at the top, so it's especially if we're at the end here. So now we need to wrap this back up just like we did the other side. And we can go to the small side this time around, because now we're just going on to our chain, which we're just going to put through the link through the end here. One of our pieces of chain. Come on, chain. There we go. So now we'll hold that and wrap it. We can get one more wrap. Cut off this extra. Now let's be careful and not grab a lot of extra stuff like we did the last time. Okay, now we have the one side all hooked up. Want to roll our bead around here, and then that's on her chain. So we have one half done. So now all we need to do is start the other one. And we'll do this, I think we have enough room with even with this bigger loop with the second one, so we will do it that way again. Have to make sure we leave that gap because this guy is pretty good sized and we want to make sure that we'll fit over him fine. Maybe move it down here to pull it through where the bar is smaller. Oh, baby, go on there. Okay, we didn't leave it enough gap, so we're going to have to open it up a little more. Actually, that's a lot more, but that's all right. Come on, go on there. There we go, finally. So now we're going to push those two wires back together. There we go. We'll hold them with this one pair of pliers as we wrap with this one. Okay, now that we have our piece on here, the next step is to get that down some because it's a little bit up and it's scratchy. Okay. Now we want one of our conforming bead caps. All the way down, babe. Our red bead. Squish it down into that cap. Bring the other bead cap up. And squish it into place. Now our red heart. Oh, come on, there's no bend that I can see. Now our little silver bead. And we're going to wrap this thing up and put it on our chain. So, and again, like I say, we can go back to the small bell makers for this side. Up and over and around, down and around, bring her up, leave a gap, and put on our other piece of chain. Once that's on, push them back together and wrap our wire. she's looking there. It looks like she needs to tuck just a bit more. Oop. There's our love. Now I need to just put on our this large one will go on the one side, and then we will get a small one out to put the lobster claw on the other side. Okie dokie, here's the jump ring for the lobster claw. I put the lobster claw on with this big jump ring. I didn't want to do that. Let's pull it open. Close it up. Now, because I used 9-inch chain on either side, and then I had the pieces here, this is going to be about, probably about 22 inches, maybe a little less than that. But because of the size of this chain link, if you wanted to, you could put it on any link. So there is our little love pendant. I think that's very cute. So here we go, love. Now the next one is hope, and hope is going to be made exactly the same way, except it's going to be with the white beads as opposed to the red ones. So I think because it's going to be exactly the same, I am going to fast forward this through this so that you can see it fast if you wish to, but you don't have to watch the exact same thing over and over again. So, like I say, we want our wires to be as straight as possible. So there are our necklaces. Here is hope, and here is love. Let's see how long these actually turned out to be. They are about 22 inches. And like I say, since I put these on this larger chain, if you wanted to, you could link it down further because it does fit through here. So again, here's hope and here is love. Hope you enjoyed making these with me. So anyway, here is our hope necklace. Like I say, you can make it shorter and longer by just changing where the necklace hangs in the chain. So there's hope. It's a simple necklace. It'll just hang, you know, just right. Well, it's going to be about, probably mid-chest. That's hope. And here we have love. I hope you enjoyed making these with me. I think these are a cute little necklaces. Simple, easy. Not overly embellished. Anyway, I don't think so. So, hope you enjoyed making these with me. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.